So I had my trusty Daniel Defense fail on me. And I'm not really sure why. I'm guessing maybe the cold. But I'll tell you what happened when it failed. So I was out shooting at around 10 or 11 o'clock at night with my flashlight and my red dot. And it was about 40 degrees outside. So as I'm shooting, it's raining, coming down. This whole thing is getting completely wet. And I'm shooting it, shoots no problem. Good test that night. Everything worked out perfect. I put it on the front porch overnight, knowing it's going to be really cold. And it gets down to about close to 0 that night. The gun probably had some moisture in it and on it. I had it oiled up pretty well. I did not close the dust cover on this Daniel. That might have been the problem. But I went ahead and got up the next morning when it was around 0, or maybe just floating just above, just below. I had this same mag with 7 rounds in it. I don't know if you can see, but it does have light, very light primer strike. And I went through about, picked it up, put it on target, click. Cycled it, click. About 5 or 6 rounds fell. And I said, well, something's frozen up or something. And then I looked down at everything I've stripped off, and they all had light primer strike. So I have went ahead and I put the gun back up, left it for 4 or 5 days, come back up here. I lightly oiled the gun. I was going to see 2 things. I was going to see if the rounds that had a very light primer strike would now fire. That's my first experiment. And then I also have a fresh mag, and I was going to see if that fresh mag would work perfectly now. I've not really gone through the gun. I just oiled it up and set it back and let it kind of de-thaw. So now we're going to give it a test. So let's give it a go. I suspect it'll work. Yep. Those work perfectly. So the light primer strike on the rounds did not affect it the second time around, and the gun seems to be working flawlessly. So that's good. I didn't have the safety on when I was doing that, even though it went to empty mag. So she's back working again. But that was a little concerning, and something I should figure out how I can avoid that in the future. I'm not blaming the gun, but something happened and it didn't work the next morning. So, and the Geisley trigger was working and everything seemed to be fine. I'm thinking something must have been frozen inside of the bolt carrier group. So trying to hit a steel plate. And it's small, and it's probably at 70 yards. Trying to get on it quick. I'm dancing all around it. Hard. Well, she's working again.